D Nasty, J. I got my game face on. My game face. They looking. I got my cane shades on. My cane shades. They looking. I got my game face on. My game face. They looking. I got my cane shades on. They looking.
Sliding, I'm riding, I'm whipping. All them boys know, go get it, go hard for the U, we go harder than you. Getting it poppin', 2-1 gun salute. Shout out them boys, footballer hoop. Know we the truth, Miami to you. Orange and green, I'm a rep for the team, but you know what I bleed. FCMG.
Got my game face, my cane shaped like I'm Bo Nose and D Nasty. It's game time and I'm Duke Johnson. I run the ball, you don't do nothing. Sound like a drum line when I touch down. Alumni all in the crowd, we two up, juiced up. Now everybody throwing them U's up.
There you up, look at what we do up. There you up, look at what we do up.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Damien, are you there?
Oh man, Thursday night with the 5-year, 6-year running Miami Hurricane podcast, Cane Shades. Tommy, what's going on?
Not much, but like usual, the Miami Hurricane Hall of Fame screws up again.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. We'll have to get into that.
Do we get into that now or later?
Next week we'll get into that one. Big time.
All right.
Monday morning we'll be into that full force.
Mm-hmm.
But let's stay in the intro here. I don't know where Vic is at. Gunner, yes, energy drink at 9:30. I like to taste the Monster, bro. I like the taste of it. It's better than soda. Yes. Let's see what else. So, what's your gut feeling? No predictions, but what's your gut feeling going into this week? After the bye week, Tommy, what's your gut feeling?
Seriously, I have no idea what to think. I mean, Virginia Tech's coming off of a blowout. This is Bud Foster's last hoorah against Miami. We all know what kind of a defensive coordinator Bud Foster is. We all know he knows the history behind Miami Virginia Tech rival. So, I mean, you know he's going to have something ready for this offensive line.
Damien, what's your gut feeling here?
I'm with Tommy. I do not know what to expect. It's like you're with a girl who's cheating on you for 3-4 years, and she wants to go to the store at 9:30 at night, and you're like, oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know what to expect. Same shit. I don't know. I really don't know.
Either do I. I mean, right now I'm on the fence. Do I go to the game? Do I drive to this game? Do I wait till next Friday? What do I do? Tonight,
well, me personally,
tonight could persuade me.
Go
Tonight could persuade me what I'm going to do. Really could. How I feel. Because right now I'm on the fence. My sons want to go. You know, they want to go no matter who we play. Because they don't know no better. Well, I'm thinking, man, do I want to drive there to Friday night and get the hotel? Or do I just wait till next week? But we'll see. Are you going?
Me personally, I can't go.
You're not going.
I can't go. I can't. I fucked up my toenail, like real deep shit. Like two days ago. My toenail ripped and it's about to fall off.
It's your fucking toe. Tape that bitch to the other
toenail.
one. You take some tape.
Man, you put some fucking ointment on that goddamn thing. You tape it up, and there you go.
You tape
stop
it.
Stop being one of these soft fans, man.
For the people that are listening that had like that type of shit, that shit hurts. It hurts bad.
I remember. You know what I did before? I dropped the whole thing of wood on my fucking foot, and my big toenail popped off. And you know what I did? I went to work the next fucking day.
Do?
I went to work the next day.
You know what you sound like, Damien? You sound like after he had his back surgery.
Yeah,
oh, yes.
I sure do.
Yes, you do.
Hey,
fucking tape that
but
thing
for real,
up.
I don't know. I'm on the fence too. I'm on the fence with Bo. I don't know. It depending on tonight. I'm just joking with the toenail shit, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Tape it up. Fucking tape it up to your other toe.
I did have a toenail. Like that shit really did happen. It really fucking hurts, but that's not gonna stop me from doing anything. But
you know what,
I'm
Gunner,
on the same fence as
you. See what Gunner said? You sound like Stephen Morris.
No, but Stephen Morris was the ankle, though.
Ankle, yeah. Oh, your toe. You're the big toe.
That's different. The
What?
ankle injury and the nail ripping from a toe is totally two different.
I don't know where Vic is at. I don't know where Vic's at tonight.
You talking about New
Maybe he's
York
out
Knicks?
maybe he's out listening to some woman telling about her problems and
My text didn't even go through his phone, so I don't know. I don't know what's going
We
on.
could get Homestead Vic on.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. If Vic, I mean, right now, we're good. We're gonna get through this. I mean, let's see what we got coming up. We got 2-2 Virginia Tech against 2-2 University of Miami. Hold on, D. We're gonna take your calls in a little bit. We got 2-2 Virginia Tech, 2-2 Miami. Now Virginia Tech is in must-win mode because they're playing 2 FCS schools, so they have to get 7 wins to get bowl eligible. So they pretty much have got to win out, basically. But let's see. We barely beat Central Michigan. They barely beat fucking Furman. They barely beat Old Dominion. I mean, they got blown out by Duke at home. Lost to Boston College by 7. This team is just let's call a spade a spade. This team's trash. This is a trash-ass Virginia Tech team. Let's just call it what it is.
I mean, if the defense shows up, if the defense really shows up, do what it's supposed to do, we should shut this offense down.
Yeah, we should. I mean,
really, we should. And his quarterback, all you do is get pressure on him. He looks like deer in headlights. He'll just throw it up.
Ryan Willis, 60% completion percentage, 855 yards, 8 touchdowns to 5 picks. So he's not that good. Gunnar Hampton, are we going to? Yes, we're going to talk about that subject in a little bit. We got a schedule here. I don't know if you see this. We got a schedule here. And so the quarterback, he's average. The running backs, McLeese, 222 yards, 3.8 a carry, no touchdowns. King, 191, 5.6 a carry, 1 touchdown. But their wide receiver here, he has 7 carries. He must do a lot of reverses and shit. Haven't watched a lot of their games, so I don't know. So he's got 7 for 71 for a touchdown. So I'm not really worried about the running game here. They played 4 games, 2 against FCS schools here, and they only rushed for what? 400 yards? The 2 top backs? I mean, that's what DJ Dallas probably is around, a little over 300 and something. So,
I mean, they only scored 7 points going into halftime against Foreman.
Furman, yeah, they scored 17. They scored 31, 28. I mean, this team is trash. I mean, I don't know if you saw. I watched the Duke game. I put my tweet out there saying if we lose to Virginia Tech, I'm going to lose my shit. Because I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, man.
All right, go ahead.
That's why that's why I'm thinking about not going to this game. Because we lose to this team, they're going to throw me out. They're going to ban me for life, man. Shit.
I tell you what. Trey Hill will be fired up to face his old team this Saturday, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, you know.
Okay, you brought this up. I'm going to bring it up since you went ahead and did it. How many does he get a personal foul? I say he gets at least 1.
No, I think 0. I think he likes the players. The players are his friends. He hates the coaches. That's my opinion.
See, he may run his mouth to the coaches and they throw the flag.
He could do that. I'll go over there to the side. But I think they're already going to talk to him. I think they've, Manny and these guys will probably talk to him. Control your emotions. Let's blow him out and let's talk on the scoreboard. That's what they should tell him.
Yeah, and defensively, the Canes will be near full strength for the first time this season. Nesta Silva and Bubba Bolden are ready to explode.
Can I ask you a question?
They are
Damien?
ready to explode
Damien,
and bring some grit to the unit, Tommy.
Damien, can I ask you a question? I mean,
yes.
Do you look at the schedule here? Did you read the schedule?
Yes.
Okay, so why would you bring that up just now?
I'm just saying we're full strength.
You got to look at the schedule.
Defense.
We got a schedule here, and that's when we talk about that stuff.
Oh, okay. Go
look. That's a topic. That's why I sent you the schedule this morning.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
You're killing me. You're killing me here. I'm trying to open up the phone lines, and you're taking our show all over the place. But hey, in 5 minutes, we do have Jake Johnson from Canes United calling in. Going to tell us about their little tailgate they got going in Pitt in a couple weeks. But back to Virginia Tech. Their wide receivers, their best one is Robinson, 18 catches, 190. Grimsley, 7 for 152. Turner, 12 for 138. And then their top tight end, 5 for 52. Nothing special on offense. Now, real quick on their freaking defense, they only have 10 sacks on the season. 10 sacks on the season against, like I said, mediocre competition. They've only forced 3 turnovers, 2 picks, 1 fumble recovery. This defense is not being a normal Bud Foster defense. What do you think about this shit, Tommy?
They're surely not the same Virginia Tech team. That's we know for a fact on defense. But Bud Foster still he gonna throw out something. I'm very surprised if he don't.
Tommy, 3 turnovers this year. 3. They've only caused 3 turnovers. I mean, and our quarterback hasn't thrown a pick yet. I mean, so I just don't. Here's the thing. Here's one thing we should talk about. Since they've only had 10 sacks in 4 games, they're averaging a little over two sacks a game here. How many sacks will our offensive line give up? Over under 3.5. What would you take? The over under?
Over.
Damien?
Over.
You would take the over, huh? 3.
Yeah.
See, man, they're averaging 2 a game. You think Furman has a better O-line than us?
No.
Did you not watch that Virginia, the Central Michigan game, or was you too drunk?
No, he watched it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Drunk and watched it. He was there. I was right next to him.
I'm sorry. I'll take the over.
Boy, if we this, I mean, you're telling me Old Dominion's blocking better than us? Boston College, they probably have better offensive lines. They get them big country guys.
Well, that thing that happened 2 weeks happened. Can't ignore that.
Well, I got to, man. You know what it's like? It's like when you go to the bar and you get drunk and you take the fat girl home. It's just like that. You gotta forget about it sometimes.
Yeah, but that fat girl will show up once in a while.
No, she will not. I'm not going back to that bar. How about that?
Oh,
yeah, but see, we all know Damien would. So I mean, but,
man, that's
man.
horrible. You say that, Tommy.
but it's true.
All right.
Oh, you guys are killing me here. Oh shit. Let's see. Jake Johnson should be calling in. After Jake Johnson calls in, we'll open up the phone lines for a few minutes. Get you guys to call in. Let me hit him up. But you know what, Damien? Give us your promo real quick.
Yeah. All right. Be sure to go ahead. Oh no! Before I say that, the CaneShades.net Miami versus Virginia Tech preview is now available. You go ahead to CaneShades.net. If you follow us on Twitter and Facebook, we'll share it after the show. But it is available now. You just type in CaneShades.net. We bring you the previews and then the after games. It's all there. You go check us out. Hey, if you want to support our channel, Cane Shades, we've been doing this for 5-6 years. If you'd like to support us, go ahead on the super chat. Go ahead and press that. There's like a little money sign. Go ahead, donate to the channel. We'll take that money. We'll send the player to the Virginia Tech game of Virginia. We always look out for our fans. We're fans for the fans. Go ahead and press that like button. Press the like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. All right, go ahead, folks.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck, you fat Mexican?
God, we haven't had him in a while, man. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mr. Johnson, is that you?
It is me coming live from the City of Champions, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Otherwise known as Shittsburg. What's up, Jake?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We got good weather up here. 80 degrees today in Pittsburgh, 40 tomorrow. So that's what we're going to be looking like come October 26th. We don't know what we're going to have, but yeah, all is well up here. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're good. We're great. Hey, but
nice.
Tell us a little bit about Canes United. Maybe some of these people don't know about what you guys do.
Yeah, so we are just a traveling tailgate group. Started, I'd say probably 10 years ago when I met Brian Callahan and his crew at a game in Charlottesville. We all just started seeing each other at these away games, and decided we wanted to make it easy for away fans to all get together in the same place. Because even up here in Pittsburgh, you see all these away fans come into town. They're spread out all over the place. There's definitely strength in numbers. We handle everything from setting up, block rooms for hotels, catering, parking lots, Friday night parties. We just want to make it easy and cost effective for all the Canes fans to get together and take these towns over. And you know what? We don't just do this for the big games. I'm talking Toledo, Appalachian State. We go to little places too. We show up, we take over, and we're doing pretty well, man. And it's totally non-profit, which is nice.
What's the
And
best?
I can vouch. I can actually vouch. I've been to a bunch of the tailgates. My tailgate is with Kings United, and I will be in Pittsburgh.
Hey, what's the?
Sherry, who's our ticket queen, I think she sold 150 tickets for the pit game. So,
Really?
yeah, for as bad as the season has started, that's pretty decent. So, we're hoping for a nice turnout.
I was at the North Carolina game. I was at that game.
Oh, nice. Over in that, that's actually, that's one of my favorite games we do. They have such a nice setup. That parking lot is great because you can get in there at the crack of dawn, and they get the chefs in there cooking, and Lito's doing that ice luge thing. Yeah, that's all the Carolina games are always a nice setup. So we're looking forward to
Charlottesville's
Wake
not
Forest.
bad though, Jake.
Charlottesville's one of my favorites, actually.
Charlottesville's not bad. It's just the walk.
The walk sucks.
The walk is horrible.
The tailgating's cool, and what a mix of people you get because you got wine and cheese folks from UVA, and there's like a line. Then you got the Miami fans with the hip hop and everything, and it all goes well. And plus, you know what? There's never any problems with our crew. We welcome the away fans in. It's family friendly. I mean, you're not going to come in and you may get hassled a little bit, but there's no fighting or anything, so it makes it nice.
What's the best place you think you go to, or you've been to?
To be honest with you, Appalachian State was my favorite place we went to.
Really?
Just the overall setting of it. As far as a setting, Appalachian State was cool. Because the way the stadium sat and the way they oversold that stadium, you could see people sitting on the hill in tree stands watching the game. Like they estimated an extra 3,000 or 4,000 people on the hill and surrounding that stadium. But as far as environment, Blacksburg's fun. I like Blacksburg. I like Charlottesville. The Virginia games are fun.
Hey,
I could always say Florida State, but
we got a question for you in the comment section from D. He says, "What's the best way to get in touch with you for the tailgates?"
Hook up with the Canes United page, or find me on Facebook and friend request me. I think I'm just under Jake Johnson. I'm pretty sure, so that should be pretty easy to find. And I'll be posting this. Sorry, I dropped my phone. I'll be posting this tailgate all over all the boards. So, yeah, find me and definitely friend request me or try to link up with the Canes United page.
Tommy's going to pit.
Okay.
Tommy, you going to pit?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there. I've already got tickets through Canes United, parking passes booked, and everything.
Really?
Mm.
I'll be in Pittsburgh.
You better. Hey,
Yeah.
We're gonna get you the chain to be wearing.
I'm gonna send it. I told you before.
About
You
to.
got to send me the turnover chain.
It'll be there.
All right.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to put up? If you guys want to send up banners or anything, you're more than welcome to advertise.
Okay. There you go, Tommy.
Yeah. Yeah. absolutely. I'm sure I've met you other guys, on the road. I know Tommy though. And I'm glad you guys are back.
Yep. We're really close with Canes Freak. Like we've been networking with Canes Freak for about 6-7 years. Freddie's been on our show from the beginning when we started. So we're really cool with Freddie.
Freddie's a great dude. Yeah,
tremendous guy.
He'll be
Heart of champions. Tremendous guy.
Super heart of gold. I mean, there's no doubt in he is a diehard, but he will, just the things he does in the community and stuff too.
Visiting kids in the hospital. Awesome. He's a tremendous heart, man. But we've been networking with him since day one. He's been on our show from I think it was the second, third show we did in 2014. He was on it, but he's always come through the years on our show.
Yeah, and he's been tailgating with us now he comes and tailgates and gets all dressed up and takes pictures, and it's nice. And it's nice for the kids too to come to the tailgates too, because people ask, is it family friendly? Absolutely.
Yeah.
At the North Carolina game, they're all playing football together. All of them.
But yeah, this Pitt game's exciting because this is the first Saturday game I think we've had here since 2003.
It's been a while. Most of them have been Friday.
Fridays are a random Thursday here and there. So, prior to this game, we've been renting out a bar next to Heinz Field, and it's nice. I mean, we pack it out, but it's time to take the party to the streets, and that's what we're going to do. Hopefully,
let's just hope it's a 3:30 game.
Well, I think we need some help. It would be nice. We win our next couple games, and Pitt has. I think they go to Duke, and then Syracuse.
Yeah.
So, if they rattle off a couple wins too, it's their homecoming. So a 3:30 game for their homecoming would be pretty nice. It'd be nice to whoop their ass on homecoming too.
Yeah, it would. Hey, but Jake, before we let you go, what's your prediction for Saturday?
I'd like to say it's going to be a blowout, like Vegas is marking it. 24-17 in a close one, but we get it going. Lorenzo Lingard gets in there. We get him rolling. Offensive line shows up. I think we're going to be all right. We walk into UVA, or UVA walks down down to Miami. We pull out a win with that too. So, hey, well, we got to line it up and play. So,
well, Jake.
All right.
Hey, thanks for calling, man, and hopefully that Pitt tailgate is the best one yet.
Yeah, as other things, I know they're working on Florida State as well. So as that stuff comes together, if you guys don't mind if I call in and
problem.
Get the word out.
Oh yeah,
so
no problem.
That would be a good time. So, but yeah, thanks guys. It was a pleasure talking to you.
All right, Jake.
All right, I'll see you. I'll see you at Pittsburgh, Jake.
Thanks for calling.
Awesome. Go Canes, guys.
Oh, there it is.
Conference unlocked.
Go on Facebook, Canes United group, and go.
Hey guys.
There he is.
Hey, you're 30 minutes late.
You're late.
Hey,
you're only...
the finance guy. Listen, the finance guy is working. I just finished up.
Oh, well, hey.
Okay. Sorry,
Vic. Sorry, Vic.
Sorry, Vic. Sorry about that.
Didn't mean it.
So what's going on?
What are we talking?
Well, we're
Nothing.
about to. We're about to. Hey, you just missed a huge interview, bro. We had freaking Philip. We had Philip Buchanan on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then before that, we had Gino Torretta. And then before Gino Torretta, we had Willis McGahee.
Yeah, okay.
You
Now,
cocksucker.
Listen, you cocksucker. I was just with Gino's coworker of his real job now, okay?
Oh.
Having dinner and drinking wine and having martinis.
Oh, wow.
When are you going to get us Gino Torretta, Vic? You have the you could get him on. What's taking you so long to getting Gino on this show?
He can't.
It's his
he can't
schedule,
close.
You know.
He can't close the deal. What's he doing?
What's he doing? On Gino?
What's he doing at 10 p.m. on a Thursday night?
I'm about to say it's the same thing.
I don't know, bro.
Well,
so what are we
nothing
talking
good happens after 9:00 in New York.
Hey D, anyone? The phone line is open. We're gonna take calls for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then we're gonna move on to the other things we're gonna talk about. Or actually, you know what? Why someone calls in? Let's talk about it.
Can we talk about my dinner tonight?
Tommy, go ahead, Tommy.
All right, I've got something. I've been reading a lot, and it's good, but there's been an awful lot of talk about Nesta and Bolden. We don't know what they can. Bolden, I'll leave out. because you're not really heard a whole lot. Nesta, on the other hand, this dude better come out and ball out Saturday. He better have at least 3 sacks, a bunch of forced fumbles, and everything. But there's been an awful lot of talk about this dude.
3 sacks? Come on, Tommy.
I think you're expecting a little too much out of Nesta.
He's not
Tommy,
Darnold.
can you be happy that we're going to be full strength at defense? Can you be happy about that?
But there's been an awful lot of people talking. Oh, Nesta's going to prove this. Nesta's going to do this. Nesta's going to do that. Well, he
don't listen to the people talk.
He better produce then.
No, well,
I
okay, go Vic.
heard we had a unbelievable practice on Sunday, and we had the best practice of the year, yesterday. And they're going to be ready.
How y'all doing today, fellas?
All right.
What's going on?
D, what's going on, D?
Nothing much. I'm debating whether I'm gonna go to this game too, cause my wife checking my blood pressure. Said I can't be dealing with these games too often.
Yeah, me too. I'm on the same boat as you. Like for real, like straight up. Me too.
Conference locked.
Cause I went to the last home game, and that was me taking my stepson to his first home game, and I swear I almost lost it.
Oh, you?
No, it takes a lot out of you, don't it, huh? It takes a lot out of you, these games, right?
Yeah, I think I rode all the way back to Jacksonville, pissed off, and didn't want to talk to nobody. I told my stepdaughter, just shut up. Don't say nothing to me.
They about threw me out of the game. They about threw me out.
Take it out on the kids.
D, they about...
It's his stepdaughter, Vic. Let him talk. All right, go ahead.
Hey, D, they about threw me out. They
It-
tried to throw me out of the game.
Oh,
They
tried to throw you out the
almost threw
game?
Bo. They almost threw Bo out the game. I was
telling
right there.
them, fuck T&M. That's what I was telling them.
And then what I don't get, like the players keep posting, we need the fans to show up. We need the fans. When the hell y'all gonna show up?
Oh,
y'all
that's
keep telling us
it
to show
right
up to the game. When the hell are y'all gonna show up and actually play?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I know I see people after that Central Michigan, certain players put out, I won't mention their names, they put out, thank you for the real fans showing up.
Well, how about this?
Well, if you want fans, you got to understand, y'all in Miami. If you want, nobody going to keep, I work 2 jobs, 80 hours a week. You think I want to keep blowing my money on a game where I don't think the players actually putting up their best effort?
And not only that, D.
And you're driving from Jacksonville?
D,
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
This thing right here.
Oh, shit.
So I'm spending
And
200.
then we not even,
I'm
a
spending,
lot of times when we go down to the games in Miami, we not even staying there the night. We'll drive up from Jacksonville, go to the game, and drive back after the game back to Jacksonville.
This is what they don't
What do you got?
understand.
Do you got a 6-cylinder? Do you got a 6-cylinder or 8-cylinder? Well, what kind of how much gas are you spending from Jacksonville to Miami?
We take the family van, so it's about to get there. We fill up and we fill up again.
That's a lot of money.
It's
So
about,
$200.
about 150.
That's a lot of
See
fucking
that?
money to go back and
See
forth
that?
like that.
This is what I did.
Right?
It takes me $200.
I can stay there, but the thing about staying in Miami, because I grew up there, my mama, everybody there, is like if I stay at one family member house, everybody wants you to stop by everybody's house. Want y'all meet me at one person's house. I'm not going to go see everybody. So everybody get in their feelings. So we'll go down there, go to the game, and come back. And like I said, you saying real fans show up and all that. When are y'all going to show up and represent us as fans? Because we here. We passionate.
Yeah.
Last year, man, my brother them drove to Virginia. We drove to the Virginia. I'm not used to cold, but we drove there, and we was in the cold to watch them blow a game. But y'all telling us to show up. When are y'all going to show up for us? When are y'all going to stop embarrassing us?
I told Bo a few hours before the show, we were deciding, should we go, should we go? I was telling Bo, you know what, let's just protest one game, and if they win, man, we'll go to Virginia, and we'll Friday night, and we'll party like no tomorrow if they win. But, man, we need to protest or something.
I don't know. I'm at the point I want all the fans to show up outside the game with our signs. When y'all going to show up for us? We here. And not even pay to go in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you.
We wasting our money.
You know what? That's clever. Pay for the tickets, but don't even go inside. But say, hey, I paid for the ticket, but I'm not going inside.
You actually saying, and it's my whole goal after this year to be a complete season ticket holder. We don't even have no decent games at home.
No.
Like, honestly, who are we playing at home that's decent. We don't have no decent game at home this year. So we'd rather just show up at the road. And I'm close to Tallahassee. I'm closer to Tallahassee from Jacksonville than I am to Miami. We gonna go to the Tallahassee game. We go every year in Tallahassee, me and my brother now. I can see you pictures on the last game in Tallahassee where we had on the masks and everything. We was there. We was geared up. We there for Miami. All your fans are there around the world. Y'all got fans everywhere. But y'all gotta stop bull crapping us. I'm gonna try not to cuss. Y'all gotta stop bull crap. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop the bullshit and actually go play. Our linebackers, I swear, to me, it looked like they just trying not to get hurt and make it to the fucking NFL.
I agree with you.
No, I don't agree on that one because
I do. Come on, Damien. Come on, Damien. The linebackers aren't
tell me, how can a safety who they don't put on the bench?
Because none of the linebackers are NFL none of the linebackers are NFL. I mean, what's his name? Fourth round? Not Quarterman, but the other one, Pickney's about maybe fourth round right now. But they're not NFL ready yet.
They're gonna be on a team.
I mean,
we have four starters. I mean, we have linebackers who've been there and starting since they've been freshmen.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're ready. That doesn't mean that they're not trying to get hurt to make the NFL. I don't think
I kind of disagree on that one. Team in tackles? Do you know who lead our team in tackles?
Hey, Vic, go ahead.
They don't want to risk injury to get the NFL contract. Listen, last year I know for a fact through my friend, okay, Willis had a fucked up hand. He could have played in that bowl game, and he sat out because he didn't want to risk his draft stock. And the motherfucker had come and hit him because his ass didn't even get drafted, and now he's on the fucking practice squad for the Miami Dolphins.
Well, he's about to get called up, though.
And I'm a Dolphin fan. We're not even that goddamn good for you to be on the practice squad.
He's about to get called up, though. They said yesterday.
Okay? That's what happens. These kids, they're in practice. They say, oh, I pulled my hamstring. I can't play. I can't play, coach. I can't play. Trainer. That shit happens because they want to protect themselves. They don't want to risk their draft stock. It's a business. They got their agents. They're talking to them even though they're not supposed to, okay? They're calling them on the parents' phone, and they're saying, sit it out. Don't risk it. I'll get you the contract. It's a business, okay?
But that's not fact, though. I hope that's not true.
How can a safety who we bench lead our team in tackle?
Hey, but go back to Willis. I mean, come on, Tommy. I mean, not Tommy. Vic, come on, Vic. We were terrible last year. Why the fuck would he play? We were shitty.
He was physically able to play. That's all I can tell you.
You go at the bowl game? Why would he play that fucking bowl game? And you know what? He was hurt because he didn't even play in the Senior Bowl because he was hurt. So I'm calling bullshit on that one right there. Vic, he didn't even play in the Senior Bowl because of injury. And that is why he's on the practice squad. That's why the Dolphins had to cut him and then wait for him to heal. And then they picked him back up on the practice squad after he healed from his injury.
Well, Vic, he knows special people that are doctors.
He's
you
hurt.
know what I'm talking about.
The Dolphins wouldn't even keep him because he was hurt.
I don't know.
And you know how bad that is?
Baltimore got rid of him.
I'm a Dolphin fan. We don't have no good players.
No, listen. He did not get drafted. He did not show up for 3 draft interviews, or he showed up very late. And listen, it's the old Vince Lombardi rule. If you have an appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning, you get your ass there at 7:45 for your interview. And he did not show up, and he pissed off a couple of GMs. And not only that, okay, Florida buried this kid on top of it. And they said, fuck this. I ain't paying this motherfucker a couple of $1 million. I'm not making that investment. Let him earn it. And he's going to have to earn it. Now, he's an average Joe. He's making $7,000 a week on the practice squad. Multiply that times 16. That's not a lot of money when you got to pay taxes at 30%. He ain't making enough to feed his family.
Well, he's probably single.
Do the math.
His brother has a lot of money,
No,
though.
it doesn't matter.
His brother got the money.
Oh, right.
His brother got the money.
Landon Collins has a lot of money. But He's not on there.
But D, thanks for calling, man. Appreciate it. Maybe we'll link up with you at one of these games, man. We're going to have to link up with you.
All right. Hopefully we won't get kicked out, but all right.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right.
This week we're going to turn it around. I think they're going to show up, okay, and I think they're going to bury Virginia Tech.
We're not doing predictions yet, Vic. We're not doing predictions yet.
Victor the predictor.
We're not doing predictions.
All right, I'm going to go back and listen into the show,
All right,
man.
D, appreciate it, man.
All right, D.
All right.
All
Do
right.
you guys want to hear what I had for dinner tonight?
No, what did you
All
eat?
right, we got. Yeah, what did you have for dinner?
Come on,
Vic?
hurry up, Vic. We got to talk football. What did you eat for dinner?
Yeah.
I had a seafood tower, oysters, clams.
You know what, Vic?
Stone crabs.
You know what, Vic?
All right,
And then I had
24/7 Kane.
Vic.
24/7 Kane, would you like to call in? I see you in the comment section. The number is 866-501-2993.
You know what?
Man, I loved it when you called in last week. If 24/7 Kane wants to call in.
Oh, he's not ready for me tonight. I'll tell you right. What?
24/7 Kane?
Oh, God.
No, not Mr. 5-star. Oh, I hope I'm 5-star.
Conference
I'm
unlocked.
going to start calling him 5-star because, boy.
24/7 Kane, call in 866-501-2993.
What about Lingard? What do you think about Lingard here? Are they gonna baby him and give him some reps now so he'll be happy and he won't transfer? Is that
Why though?
Why? Because it's the way
Wait a minute.
It's the
You guys
pussified world we
want
live
to talk about?
in.
You want to? I just looked up the stats, and everybody's so gung ho about Cam, and I do think he's a good player. He's only averaging about 3.2 yards per carry. So, you can say what you want.
You got two long runs that were called back.
runs were called back?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. Okay, how about last year? What did he do last year when Lingard went down? The only thing you've ever seen from Lingard was against Savannah State, Vic. You haven't seen nothing else. And he's coming off a knee injury, Vic. And you're going to tell me that he's in better football shape than Cam Harris right now? You're crazy. You need to be drug tested.
No, he's not.
Go back and eat your fucking your fucking crabs and shit.
Clam
Get
dinner
out
and
of
whatever
here.
this bullshit you're talking
Get
about.
the fuck out of here.
Damien, I just texted you on Facebook my dinner.
I don't care.
Go look at it.
But hey,
you know what, Vic? Fuck you and your dinner. Okay, 24/7 Kane, are you on the line?
24/7
Yes,
Kane.
I am. What's up, Kane Shades?
Oh man.
Oh no,
dude,
what's going on?
I have been waiting for you and your little your 5-star bullshit you were saying last week, bro. I went and looked at the stat. I went and looked in the stats, bro. Oh my God! If I rattled off a bunch of these 5 stars that I went and looked up, Pedro was with me on when I did this. Man, you wouldn't even know these people's names anymore. You wouldn't even know their fucking names. And then your boy Bubba Baxa, how about he only had 3 offers? Miami, fucking Army, and some other shit school. And so you're telling me
Arkansas? I think it was
Arkansas State. And you're telling me, come on, man. You're kidding me here.
I'm telling you, it's relevant,
Bubba
bro.
Baxa is trash, bro. Come on.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not gonna bash players. That's not what I'm gonna come. I'm never gonna come on here and bash the players. That's not my image. That's not what I do.
Well, let's call a spade a
we don't bash
spade.
players though.
Let's call a spade a spade.
We don't really bash them though.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Well, I'm not saying you
He's
guys
not
are
good.
bashing him, but
He's
the
not
way
good.
the way what Bo's just saying right now that he's garbage can be perceived by other people as bashing.
Well, you don't think he's
So you get me what I'm saying?
so you think he's good? Because you can't make a kick.
He's not very. Can we agree that he's not very
capable.
good?
I think he's capable, and I'm not being positive. I'm not being positive. I'm not being negative. I'm just saying what I see. I see the kid has an NFL leg. He has the potential.
Oh, that's not very notable.
Come
no?
on, hey.
Oh my God!
Hey,
but you gotta let me finish though.
You think I was drinking?
Let this guy finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
All right, so he has an NFL leg. Does he miss the kicks that he needs to make?
Hey,
absolutely.
Can I ask you a question?
You can be critical of him.
Can I ask you a question? How many guys
sure.
have NFL speed and don't make it? A lot. Come on, don't
You're right, but
don't give me his
your
NFL
statement
leg.
is basically on speed. It takes a lot more than speed to make it to the NFL. NFL is not just about speed.
How about the kicker at Florida State that never missed at Florida State, goes to the Bucks and can't make nothing again? Yes. Come on, man.
All right, but you told me last week that a lot of teams don't have coaches for kicking.
All right. 24/7 came. Give me three reasons why. Give me three reasons why Bubba Baxa has an NFL leg. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. He kicks it out of the end zone. I think Manny said this. Yep. So I'm echoing what Manny said. He kicks it out of the end zone. I've seen him kick pregame. Okay, so I've seen him kick more than 50 yards every single pregame, and he makes them. He makes them. Okay? And when I mean the NFL leg is the power. He has the power to make kicks beyond 55 yards.
Okay, Bo. Let me finish this, Bo. Okay, how many 50-yard kicks has he made during the game? 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, how many chances has he had? I don't have that stat in front of me.
Well, let's just do...
Oh, he hasn't had some attempts. What's the longest field goal he has in a game? 3, 2, 1, go.
I think it was 44 yards.
Hey,
that's the longest
he's had? 247. And warm-ups, Blake Bortles hits everything, man. Game time, that motherfucker can't hit nothing.
Listen, I'm with you. Listen,
come on,
give
man.
me a chance for a second, because I feel like I'm getting attacked here.
I've been waiting on you.
It's okay, and I could prove my point, but you got to give me the time to prove my point. Because it's easy for everybody to jump on stuff. Listen, Bubba Baxa is struggling, and I understand. Everything about Bubba Baxa is up in his head. It's a mental thing. Notice why when he's out kicking pregame, you ever been to the games this season? The whole team sits there and claps at the very beginning when he starts kicking, and he makes them, especially the extra points. So that tells me it's a mental thing with Bubba Baxa, because I've never seen that pregame. Who the hell kicks claps when a kicker makes a practice?
That tells you all you need to know. That tells you right there all you need to know.
Right.
Terrible.
That is true what he's saying, though, Bo. That is true. You never seen you don't go to the pregame scene. You're too drunk to even do that shit.
Terrible.
Hey, hold on. Let me say something about what the previous caller said, because I think he's taking it a little personal. I know that, if you live in Jacksonville, you live in Savannah, you live in South Carolina, you live in New York, Syracuse, wherever you live, if you show up to 2 or 3 games, you are a hell of a fan, because you're traveling and you're investing money and you live outside of Miami. I think what the kids are saying, is for the people that do live in Miami. Because the people that live in Miami need to show up to the games, because it's literally a 30-minute drive.
But 247, don't you agree with what he said? You want us to show up, but you're not showing up. How do you want the people to show up if you're not showing up?
What he means is the players are not showing up. That's what he means.
Yeah, and I get his point, absolutely. But at the same time, you're a fan for a reason. You're supposed to be there in the good times, the bad times, regardless of how tired you are.
Come on.
You're supposed to show your support.
247.
No,
okay,
bro.
247.
Okay, 24/7 Kane. Me and my nephew, we've been going since 2012. We probably missed about 2-3 games out of that period. Man, we've been to some shit games, that Clemson, and all horrible. The 2013 Virginia Tech game when it was ranked, like horrible shit. We've been through horrible shit. So, now I got my toe, right? My toenail is like falling out. And I'm thinking, should I go? I live in Homestead, so I live like 30 minutes away. I'm thinking, should I go and then be in pain? So, like these things. And if we lose, I feel like shit. These are like things for Miami fans. And I've been going like every week since 2013.
Not only that, it's just like, should I go? Should I go to this game? Should I go? Should I go waste my money on this fucking game? So I can get mad again.
Listen, what other stadium can you drink alcohol in? That's Collegiate Stadium.
North Carolina.
I
drank in North Carolina,
Florida State, Pittsburgh. Well, Pittsburgh's NFL stadium.
No, but they changed the rule at Florida State this year. They changed the rules here.
Florida State, you can. They've made it this year. Florida State, you can.
I went to the North
West
Carolina
Virginia,
game.
you can. North Carolina, you can.
247.
What about the season ticket holders? 24/7 Kane. What about the season ticket holders? Like, you already supported the team in advance already. You already paid for the ticket. So if you don't go, because what about that?
All right. So for the season ticket holder, I get it. Well, our schedule is not the best in the country. It's nowhere near the best in the country. Let me put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for the season ticket holder, you have to understand this is a new staff, and since 2015, we haven't had any good like top 10 recruiting classes to begin with.
Oh, here you go.
Okay,
With
so
this
and
shit.
we keep on running out. If we keep running out, every single coach that has been here, we're never going to be able to establish. I think a couple of people, and I'm not going to mention who, that they are also on YouTube, have said it well. They said that when Al Golden was here, he recruited spread players. We're still
He
dealing
recruited
with
what? Say that again. Say that again. I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Spread players that play the
Yes,
spread.
yes,
Wow.
you did. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, we
I
pounded
actually
the
agree with
football with Duke
And
Johnson.
I'm sorry?
When we had Gus Edwards and Duke Johnson that last year, we were pounding the football. Remember the Virginia
Yeah,
Tech
that
game?
2013 year, we were loaded,
you remember
man.
that Virginia Tech game?
We were a defensive coordinator
We
away from a
lined it up
national
against-
championship.
we lined up-
2013.
Yeah, but he never got. That was the problem, is that we have had coaches that have been capable, but they have been limited either due to sanctions or due to their stubbornness to make a change at certain important positions like defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. Mind you, I'm talking about Mark Richt. Okay, so we've had these issues. We had a change in coaching staff with from Al Golden to Mark Richt. Mark Richt wanted to run RPO. He recruited RPO personnel. Okay, and now we're switching from RPO to that under the center spread that people like to call it, which I believe that's what it's called or whatever. Okay, and we're running 3 different new systems in a course of 4 to 5 years, right? We have a team that's full of freshmen and sophomores, regardless whether they're redshirted or not. There's 29 freshmen, 28 sophomores, and the rest, there's maybe 10 or 15 seniors and juniors combined.
How do we got
So
29 freshmen? Our class was small last year.
Our class in 2015 was terrible. Our class I'm not shooting at the players, but I'm saying at 2015 we had no 5-star players and we had 5 4-star players. Our
But can we get off this 4 or 5-star player
Yeah,
trip things?
No, because it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
No, it doesn't.
You guys want to say it? Okay, so Clemson, okay, Ohio State, Alabama, Penn State, LSU, Texas.
That's it.
All these teams.
That's it. I'm going to the fucking stats, and you're going to be quiet after this about this 4 and 5-star shit. Because when I name these 5-star players off to you, you're only going to know about 3 or 4 of them. You're not even going to remember who they were from 4 years ago. It was 4 years ago. They'd be seniors now.
Obviously,
you won't
if
even
you
know
nitpick-
who they were if I told you. You might know 4 or
All
5
right,
of them.
give me players that have been good.
And the
that
only
have been
ones
in good coaching staff.
They're not all
In
good.
coaching
Not
staff.
just because they're a 5-star doesn't mean they're going to be good. Because a lot of 5-stars are entitled and are lazy because they had their ass
Yes.
kissed their whole life. That's what it is.
You're right. But if they've had good coaching, Alabama, Ohio State,
Okay.
LSU, they have been good. If they have come from Miami, USC, FSU, or any poorly coached team, I'm going to rest my case right there. Because you cannot have a 5-star talent with poor coaching.
So Jalen Ramsey had poor coaching.
No.
I'm sorry?
Why?
Jalen Ramsey was a 5-star player,
Yeah,
and he had very
He's
good
in the
coaching.
NFL.
He's in the NFL. He's a top
And
5
he's one of
pick.
Right, and he's one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL.
Okay. Not all of them are
Well, you
doing
just
that. Not all of them are doing that. Not all of them.
Right.
No, you're right.
Just remember that the amount of 3-stars out there is huge compared to the amount of 5-stars. So obviously,
So
since
that
you've
means
seen-
if I should be hitting on all my 5-stars. All my 5-stars should be hitting in. If there's not as many as the 3-stars, I should be hitting.
you should be hitting on if you have
all
if you
my
have good
5-stars.
developers, okay, you should be hitting. And if you're gonna bring up like the 5-stars from Miami, Miami hasn't had 5-stars in a long time. The only 2 5-stars that Miami has had like right now, they're Lorenzo Lingard on roster and Jalen Phillips, and neither of one have seen the field.
You want Phillips? Yeah, he's been hurt. He had injuries.
Right, but he hasn't seen the field, and neither has Lorenzo Lingard because of injury.
Let's see. I mean, you guys in this 5-star shit. You know what? Here's the problem with you guys in this 5-star shit. Here's my first problem. First off, you don't go to any high school games. You don't go to any 7-on-7 tournaments. All you do is read this 247 shit and read these fucking profiles about these kids. You do not go and see it in person. So you really don't know.
Yes, I do. I go to St. Thomas Aquinas games. I live in Miami. I go to these games.
You go to St. Thomas Aquinas games?
Yes, I haven't gone in a year.
A year and what?
In a year, and I'll put this just to be fair. In 2 years, I haven't gone to St. Thomas Aquinas.
So you think Sam Bruce was the stars he was in high school he was supposed to be? He was overrated.
Overrated.
I'll
tell you what.
He was a 7-on-7 superstar. He was overhyped, overrated. Boom.
That's one play. That's one player that was overrated for whatever reason.
Who else? Then okay. How about the running back y'all had that went to North Carolina? He was underrated. How was he so underrated? So you wouldn't want him. You know who I'm talking. What's the kid's name that Butch Davis got that went to North Carolina? The running back, Bernard. Was that his name?
You're talking about Giovanni Bernard. You're talking
about underrated, but you wouldn't have took him because he's not a 4 or 5 star player. He was a 3-star. He was a 3-star.
I said no, that's not what I'm saying. If you go back and you listen to the podcast, is I want these 4 and 5 star recruits.
How about this 247? How about our coaching staff? Instead of going on 247 and going on ESPN, how about they go and evaluate the talent, do their job, and evaluate the talent and stop looking at these stars. Go evaluate talent, do their job, and go bring the players that they should get instead of looking at these stupid stars.
I 100%
because you know what? This whole star thing is where Miami went off. Because Larry Coker would go on the computer, would look up, 5-star, and we could get them back then. And guess what? They were all fucking lazy. And entitled, thought they would just come in and do what they wanted and would just keep Miami going, but they were lazy.
Bo, you're right about that. But that goes back to
why did we go after Plumlee?
That goes back to coaching. If you have lazy players and you have entitled players, you have to control them. Alabama does it. Nick Saban has a speech on YouTube if you want to see it. Urban Meyer had a speech about it too. It doesn't matter if you're a 5-star or a 4-star. You have to coach them well. You have to have control of the locker room. And what has Al Golden done? What happened with Al Golden? He lost the locker room. What happened with Mark Richt? He lost the locker room. Okay, you cannot continuously lose the locker room with 5-star players. You have to develop them. And Clemson has one of the most loyal staffs that I've ever seen. Alabama has one of the highest paid coaching staff that I've ever seen. So you have, and Ohio State as well. So you have this consistency where they develop players, and they know if you're a 5-star that goes to Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama, or LSU, if you go into that system and you get coached and you are able to listen and open up your mind, you're going to the NFL. Compared to what you want is let's go. To correct me if I'm
unlock the line. Homestead Vic's trying to come in, and my phone's about to die.
I'm gonna open it in a minute. I want to see if we're done with this conversation.
You do know Alabama does take 3-star players.
Yes, I'm not saying don't take 3 stars.
They've got a bunch of 3-star players that play right up here in St. Francis in Baltimore.
Right. And I'm not saying don't take 3 stars, but at the most important positions, I'm going to mention this so I can make my point.
Ahead.
Evan Neal, left tackle, that flipped from Miami to Alabama, right? That's a position where 5 stars, do you know how the ratings work? 5 stars are there because they're the best at that position.
We were not pulling him from
Miami. If Evan Neal comes here instead of Zion Nelson, what happens?
How do you know he's going to be better than Zion Nelson after 4 years? If we have the right coaches and they already put the weight on him, how do you know Zion Nelson won't be better?
Because Zion Nelson did something that I've never seen before on film against Central Michigan. Okay, he turned at 90 degrees parallel to the sideline, right? When he got beat because he turned 90 degrees towards the sideline to block a player.
Hey,
Evan Neal,
I hate to break it to you.
The legacy of Miami is not going to do that.
I hate to break it to you, but kids are going to go to Alabama before us. They're going to go to Clemson before us. They're going to go to Georgia before us. I hate to break it to you, and I know you're still living in freaking 2001, but it's not happening. It's not happening.
Right. And I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm saying take the 3 stars, but you have to win these recruiting battles for the 5 stars because they do make a difference. Look, can I real quick touch up on Clemson? Since you guys
Go ahead.
are Clemson. All right, so Clemson, the most important position. I have it written down here. Hold on. The most important position, which is quarterback, that makes a difference in the offense. He's a 5-star.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so the next player, Xavier Thomas. He's a sophomore. He's a defensive end, and he's a starter. All right? You got T. Higgins, which is a 5-star, which is a receiver for Clemson. He's a starter. Jackson Carman. He's a left tackle, which this dude is a stud. He's a sophomore, 5-star left tackle.
Is he starting? No. Is he starting?
Who's not starting?
Is Evan Neal starting for Alabama?
Evan Neal doesn't have to start for Alabama because Alabama is stacked at the line.
So how do you know in 3 years our guy won't be better than him?
Do you get what I'm saying by the 3-star and the 5-star? Do you know how the rating system works?
I know how it works, but I'm not buying it. If you do your job as a coach and you go and look at the kids instead of being lazy and listen to what fucking these guys are telling you, you will fucking do better. Because if you don't think some of these guys are looking out for these kids, I mean, it's already proven. They got caught fucking people buying the stars.
Well, look, okay, stars don't matter, and I'm going to prove it. Wasn't Ed Reed a 2-star?
No, they're going to say it was.
How many 2 and 3 stars
2-star. He is in the Hall of Fame.
Who was the? But if you're a 5-star, you're supposed to be a guaranteed slam dunk. That's what you're supposed to be.
There's nothing guaranteed in this world,
But if you're a 5-star player, you're supposed to be a slam dunk.
All right, so listen. Hitting on superstars.
What was
really
Johnny
hard.
Manziel? What was Johnny Manziel? 3-star Heisman. What was Lamar Jackson? What was Lamar Jackson? What, 3-star?
I think he was a 4-star.
Well, look at what's it Duke Johnson
Teddy Bridgewater was a 4-star.
Yeah, Bridgewater.
Duke Johnson was a 3-star.
No, he was 5-star.
Was he?
Yes, he was 5-star. He was 5-star. But let's just get off of this. Wait, this for another time. What do you think about this week? What's your prediction, 247?
All right, so this week. All right, so I like our offense's chance to go deep because Virginia Tech gives up a lot of plays. If you go watch the film, which I'm sure you guys have done, Virginia Tech gives up a lot of explosive plays. They have poor tackling. They have poor coaching right now. That team is not...
Conference unlocked.
That team shouldn't present a problem for Miami to move the ball. So
I agree.
What do I expect? I expect us to be able to win this game. If our coaching staff cannot out-coach the Virginia Tech coaching staff, that's going to tell me a lot about this moving forward.
All right. Okay. One last question before I let you go. Virginia Tech has 10 sacks, right, this year. Played a shit schedule. Over, under 3.5 sacks. Will they get 3.5 on us or not? Over 3.5 or under? What do you got here? What's your prediction?
I mean, the way our offensive line is playing,
over.
I got to go off of what I've seen this far. I can't go off of, what I want to see. So I'm going to go as over.
All right. Well, all right, 247. Thanks for calling, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, and I'll keep listening to the show, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I like when 247 calls in. He gives us good debate here.
All right, I told Victor, the Homestead Victor, to call in.
Is he in?
He should be calling in right now.
Is that you, Vic? Is that you? Or that's Pedro? Is that you,
no,
Pedro?
No, it's Pedro.
Oh, Pedro, man. Pedro, man. You know what, Pedro? I was on Facebook this week, man. I was on Facebook, and I saw a comment that you put in there, and I said, man, Pedro's trying me, man. I said Pedro's trying me, man.
Gentlemen.
Go ahead.
How's it going?
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Hold on, Vic. Man, see, this one I'm like open.
You got it.
Chicago Kane, where you at?
On the phone, we got to get rid of the static.
Chicago Kane, are you there?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Not much, man. What do you
Hold on
think?
for 1 sec. Hold on for a few minutes, Chicago.
Okay, no problem, man. No problem.
What is he
All right.
waiting on? Chicago Kane, go ahead.
No, we got Victor. We got Pedro. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Victor can wait. He's
All right, go
gonna,
ahead,
he's gonna
Chicago.
talk for a while.
All right, go.
Yeah, what's
Go
going
ahead,
on, man?
Vic. Not much. What do you think about the game this week?
Yeah, oh man, I think we should get a W out of it, man. I think we should get a win. Yeah, I don't see why not. I want to kind of see how they come out after this bye week. Only thing that I don't like, man, is that I kind of hear like built-in excuses. We haven't gotten to our groove. We had too many bye weeks. I don't want to hear that shit, man. You know what I mean? Just go out there and beat the teams you're supposed to beat, man. You know what I mean? But I feel like they should beat Virginia Tech at home, man. I'm ready. I don't see Virginia Tech beating us at home. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Do we cover the 14?
Yeah,
Do we cover the 14?
The 14, yeah, I think we should go.
Is it 14 or 10 and a half?
It's 14 now.
14
Is
now.
it 14?
14.
Yeah, I think our offense. I think so open up the offense and let Jaren kind of put the ball. Let him throw the football downfield a little bit, man. Take the handcuffs off that kid, man. Let him play. If he fuck up, he fuck up. But you gotta let him play.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. So what's your score prediction?
No, but real. Shit. I'm gonna go 34-10, man.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
go with 34-10.
You guys really fucking them out.
Yeah, I'm going way up there, right? No, real.
Go ahead.
I jumped in late, and my opinion about the 4-star, 5-star thing, real quick. I totally agree with that star shit, man.
No, fuck no, don't.
I totally agree with that shit, man. I don't. No, listen to me for a second.
This ain't basketball.
I don't believe.
Right,
I believe if you got a 3-star kid that works his ass off and got good coaching and want to get better, and the 5-star kid don't, he'll outplay this motherfucker all day, every day. I don't believe that.
So you're with us on that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't believe just because you're a 5-star that you just can walk on water and shit. No,
Guy,
I don't believe it.
two words to that. Ed Reed. Case closed.
Not even Ed Reed.
Yeah, Santana Mars.
Yeah, that's right.
Santana Mars. I mean, if you're a ball player, you're a ball player.
And Santana, remember, Santana was a crossover from track.
Oh yeah.
Now they're saying the world is smaller now with the internet, the social media, and things of that nature. I get that, and there's not that many under the radar kids. They can kind of slide in, but do your fucking. I think both said it. Do your job, man. Go out, find the kids that fit your system. I don't give a shit what star he is. If he fits what you're, and I think I'm a Bush guy. Butch was a master at that shit, man.
Master.
He go find
yes, he was.
And hey, he still is.
Look what he did. Hey, look what he did at North Carolina. How many first-round picks did he have in North Carolina?
He continued it with North Carolina.
Exactly. So if you got the coaching staff, they got the alpha talent, know what you're looking for when you're looking at it. Don't tell me, okay, no, this motherfucker over here because he got stars, but I believe they buy a lot of them stars. A lot of that shit is politics, man. I give
politics.
you Dwayne Wade. I'm from Chicago, right? Dwayne Wade comes from Robbins, Illinois. He grew up in Chicago. Dwayne Wade was not a McDonald's All-American. Dwayne Wade wasn't a parade All-American. He didn't even go to any of the fucking camps. They didn't even know who he really was until he got to Marquette. He didn't have offers from all over the country and was better than all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on opportunity and if you got a kid that want to work hard to take advantage of his opportunity. That's it. You just don't tell me because you can judge a kid at a camp and it's automatically this is going to be the baddest motherfucker in the world. No, I just don't believe that. I don't. I totally disagree.
I mean, hey, how about this? The number one quarterback.
I'm looking for the new iPhone.
Hold on.
Exciting.
Hold on.
We'll even activate it for.
The number one quarterback. Going in the draft next year, Justin Herbert, one of the top 2. He was only a 3-star.
That's a perfect example.
This guy's going to be a top 5 pick.
Yeah, and there's some cases where guys take advantage of their opportunities You know what I'm saying? A guy could be a 5-star, end up in the right program, and works hard and gets the most out of his talent. But that doesn't mean that just because he's a 5-star, that's why it happened. He just took advantage of his opportunity.
I'm
You
telling you, God, who is doing that?
Yeah, we got to keep that air out. Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah, quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we just had a little static on the phone.
Now, what was Steve Bridgewater? Because I'm going to tell you Bridgewater guy.
He was like 4 or 5.
I think we fucked up.
He had a lot.
Teddy was a 4.
He was up
Really?
there. He was up there.
Teddy was a 4.
I like Teddy, man. I was so pissed when he ended up in Louisville. But look at all the guys that strong had at Louisville when Teddy was there. They was kicking ass. There wasn't no team full of 5-star dudes, man.
Nope.
He was getting 3 stars out of Miami, 2 stars out of Miami, out of Florida, and Louisville was good during that time, man.
Chicago Kane, before we let you go, I want to say something. One of my favorite documentaries of all time was Hoop Dreams. Did you see that? Hoop Dreams.
My son went to that high school. He played ball at the high
Which
school.
one? Which high school? Which one? The St. Joseph one, or what the other one?
Oh, not Marshall. Man. Yeah.
I could talk all day about that documentary. That documentary was awesome, man. I seen it when I was 15 years old. I loved that.
Yeah. He passed away, actually. He passed away about 7-8 months ago. Coach Payne.
Which one? Because there was 2 of them. Which one passed away?
The older guy with the glasses. The one that was the coach at St. Joseph's.
Oh, the coach passed away. All right.
Yeah. No, you're talking about Arthur A.G. and William.
The other one that was supposed to be the next Isaiah Thomas, but didn't pan out to.
He messed his knee. He never did. Arthur ended up being a better player. Yeah,
he went to Arizona State or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The other one, the Arthur one. But I like the story though. But I could talk about this. So this is a Kane show. I could talk about this all day. You hit me up on Twitter and we'll talk at Kane Shades 83. I could talk all day about that documentary.
Well, Chicago
So
Kane.
all right, Chicago Kane.
Thanks for calling, man.
Okay, cool. Man, appreciate y'all,
right.
man.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
All right.
You too.
All right, brother.
Victor,
all right.
What do you got for us, Victor? What do you think's going to happen this
No,
week?
just call to see what's going on, guys.
Well, we're going to stay away from the subject. We'll save it for another time with you because we don't want to,
As far as the NCAA stuff, yeah, understood.
No, not the NCAA, the Hall of Fame. But we'll save that for another time.
Oh yeah, we want to do the Hall of Fame thing Monday morning.
We'll
as far as the talking about the inductions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sneak away from.
But
all right, so what time you guys start the show on Monday mornings?
I don't know. We'll tell you. We'll tell you later.
9:30.
We'll tell you later. But hey, Vic, what do you think about this week? What do you think about Virginia Tech? What do you think is going to happen here?
I mean, again, I'll be honest with you. We need to make this a statement game. Okay, we need to come out on all 8 cylinders. There's no reason to lose this game. If we do, God forbid, boy, there is going to be some hell to pay.
Huh.
Well, Vic, I feel, we're talking about 6 games in the next 6 weeks. 4 out of the next 6 are at the Hard Rock, along with the next 3 being at the Hard Rock.
Correct.
We are going to know that when the story of the 2019 Hurricanes is written, what happens now and November 11th will have a major say in that. And this begins this week against Vatek. And, I think I heard they had a very spirited practice on Sunday. And I think that the team is excited that the meat of our schedule is here. And they've been practicing for 10 weeks, and they've only played 4 games. So it's just a little strange. And they want to get out there, and they want to hit somebody. And it's finally going to be here the next 6 weeks. So this is going to determine where we are come November 11th.
Hey, Vic, we were home the last 2
Yeah.
games. We were home the last 2 games.
Well, I'm talking about going forward, buddy.
I mean, we didn't hit no one the last.
I don't
2
care
games.
about. Listen, I don't care what happened the last 2 games. We looked like shit last week.
So what makes you
Okay?
think we're going to look better? Let me ask you a question. What really makes you think that we're going to look better?
Because I think that we played half-assed. I think we played lackadaisical. I don't think we took Central Michigan serious. Manning laid down the law. And, I think that we're going to turn it around.
I have an answer for that, too. We're going to be full strength on defense, by the way.
Yeah, we are.
Almost full strength on defense.
We are.
You got Bubba playing, and you got Nestor.
And I like Tommy's thing that this Silva's going to have like 3 sacks.
I got to unblock Tommy. What the fuck?
I don't know about
Tommy,
that, but
I think Tommy's there.
Maybe one of our maybe Hill will have 3 sacks. Because
I mean, you all don't think Virginia Tech's not gonna come out pissed off after last week, and you don't think that we're not going to sit back? You sit there saying we're took this team lightly. You don't think they didn't see 45-10, and they're not going to say, "Oh, no." Telling you, I have no clue. That would not surprise me if we lost this game. It would.
But you don't think the former VTech guy want to fucking rip off one of them VTech's offensive linemen's head?
That's what I said. You don't think Bud Foster's beginning the show? Bud Foster's gonna have something special with this offensive line. Oh, he's in his office dialing up stuff because he knows the history of Miami and Virginia Tech.
For as many years as Bud Foster has been there, don't ever doubt whatever he can bring to the table. That's for damn sure.
Especially
for damn sure.
with a lousy offensive line, he's gonna who knows what he's gonna do.
Agreed, but at the same time, go ahead. We really need to change up. If there's one thing I've been spotting in the last couple of games with Virginia Tech games, basically, they're susceptible to the run. Okay, that's one thing we need to take advantage of. Early and often.
Really? I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know who's gonna show up. I'm not gonna be like Vic.
But bro, you're right. I mean, we all sat before the Central Michigan game, and hey, I'll call this, and Bo, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're the one guy that said that we were not going to beat the spread. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way.
I don't know if I think we can, but I don't know if we will.
No, I'm talking about Central Michigan. You were the one guy that said that we would not beat the spread.
No, I thought we'd win 52-0.
So who said we wouldn't beat the spread? Somebody did.
I thought we would.
Somebody said we only win by 4.
I thought we win 52-0.
Somebody said only by 14 points we'd win.
Oh, Vic, I will go to the archives and I will find out the person who was
I know you would, Damian.
I'm studying the archives. I'll figure out who said that.
A lot of this has to boil down to coaching. Yeah, it really does. When you end up as a coach based saying we had a lousy Wednesday practice of 4th and Stone, and that's the reason why, I'm like, yo, dude, that's some bullshit.
Hey, Cole, can I ask you I got a question for Vicious Vic. Vicious Vic, doesn't it concern you when your defensive coordinator says he got out-coached by Central Michigan? Doesn't it concern you when he says that? Vicious Vic? I guess he's not there.
Vicious Vic?
Yes. It does concern me, but we had 2 weeks to prepare. We had 2 weeks to look at the film. We got 2 players back. They're going to solidify us a little bit more on defense with Nesta and Bolden. And I'm going to take the positive side of it. I think he's going to nip it in the butt, and I think we're going to be okay.
Another thing. In the second half, have you seen who makes the better adjustments, the other teams, or has it been Miami? What do you think? What do you think, Victor? When you watch these games, do you think the other teams have been making the better adjustments, or Miami in the second half?
Yeah. We did not adjust in the Central Michigan game. We looked phenomenal. The first drive, I was like Mallory.
Okay,
50 yards.
Let's go back to the Florida game. First drive, driving the ball. After we run those first 15 plays that are scripted, they practiced all week, we look good. After that, I hate to tell you, we're getting out coached. I hate to say it, but our man Enos is getting out coached. He's not making the adjustments.
I'm wondering if Enos even the answer for offensive coordinator.
It doesn't matter. We got to stick with them. They're paying.
We got to stick with them now. And look, Tommy, no offense, it's a hell of an upgrade from what we had last year.
You cannot make adjustments if your line is not provided.
Thank you very much.
You can't make an adjustment. You can't tell me, we need to do something else then, because what we're doing right now ain't working. What else can we do?
Well, you got to stay with what's the best that we have, which that doesn't look all that great.
I mean, look at it this way.
You want us to try to do some intricate plays, and our line can't do basic stuff?
Well, then how come when the scripted plays, Pedro, on the first 15 scripted plays, they move the ball pretty goddamn well, and there's nothing going on? So how come you can't just what happens?
Because for the simple fact, like you said, the first 15 plays that was scripted, the defense don't even know what our offense looked like to begin with. They had no clue what we were going to come out. So the first 15 plays, yes, that blew everybody's mind, even us as fans who knew what we were going to look like last 3 seasons with that same anemic offense that we had with Mark Richt.
So nobody knew. So you're telling me they don't know anything? Central Michigan had no clue what we were going to know. They didn't watch film. They didn't know anything.
No, we had put enough film for them to figure it out. Now, why didn't we make the adjustments? Because for the simple fact that we all know that every coach is stubborn like that. They stick to their 10, 15 basic plays, and they will run them to death.
Come on.
All coaches are stubborn like that. They ain't no come on. They're just stubborn like that.
No, all coaches? Yep. No.
Damn near.
Come on, man. Come on. You're telling me, we ran the ball against every team except Central Michigan?
You trying to tell me Central Michigan D-line wasn't that good?
You think they're better than Florida's D-line?
I'm not saying they're better.
You think it's better than North Carolina's D-line?
You think our O-line was that good?
We ran for over 100 yards on both of them.
I understand that. Our team came in a little bit overconfident. Now they played down to their level of competition.
Exactly.
That's not an excuse. That's just reality.
That's reality. I agree.
And then you got the defensive coordinator saying he got out-coached.
Yeah.
You can't come out and say that, man. You cannot. You cannot.
Well, he did. He did. It's not like he could take it back. He took him for a joke, too.
God. I'm not saying the defense played
as embarrassing as it looks and as embarrassing as it was what it was. The thing is, you got to move on from that. We can keep harping about it, but it ain't nothing gonna change that. These coaches and the players, they know what's in store for them now going forward.
Well, guess what? The offense
is gonna be rolling.
Offensive coordinator.
And if I'm Manny, I'm lighting a fire under Blake's ass. I'll tell you that right now.
To leave.
He will take play calling from him. I know that.
And Pedro, you were the one that said that? I'm sorry?
Yeah, it was Pedro.
Thank you. Let me tell you something. Thank you. Because, and honestly, that's what needs to happen if push comes to shove.
He will do that. The thing is, he trusts Baker. That's his understudy, who he has on his staff multiple times. I'm sure they've been together for at least 6 seasons, so he knows. Blake Baker was very instrumental. That a lot of us may not know was instrumental with us running the 4-2-5 before he got here. That was part of Blake Baker's who added in the 4-2-5 last season when he wasn't even here. So now Blake Baker is coming in, and now he's continuing and adding a couple little wrinkles in.
Man,
they'll figure out. They'll figure out. Baker is still learning what he really has. And another thing that we have to realize too is with our defensive line, some of these guys, this is their 3rd defensive line coach. So there's a lot of tweaking that has to be done there as well.
Sure.
But but a lot of us fans don't want to hear that we are still stuck in this is Miami and everything is an excuse. We got to look at reality of what football is. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us now don't want to accept that.
I'd give anything to have Coach Coolback as a DL line coach. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't. I prefer, honestly, give me Give me Simpson, and I'm all right with Stroud right now.
I want Simpson.
Yeah, but Simpson can't recruit though.
You gotta be
Agreed.
kidding me.
But Pedro, seriously, you didn't like Coach Cool?
Tell me why Coach Simpson can't
I think
recruit.
Coach Cool. I mean, I don't. He was all right. I'm done. All right, but Coach Cool can't. He's all right. He's all right.
He can't recruit either.
I think he can't recruit.
Maybe
But I think
recruiting
Simpson is
when he got to Alabama.
Come on.
I mean, he didn't have to
They got the bag.
He didn't have to recruit in Alabama. People just say,
Look,
"I'm going to Alabama."
man,
I'm
stop.
People wake up and say, "I'm going." There.
Man, every coach on your staff is not going to be a recruiter. Some of the guys are going to be your dogs at recruiting, and then you're going to have half of them that are your X's and O's guy. That's just the way it is. Like Field, the tight end coach, that's one of your dog recruiters. Stubblefield, X and O guy. He's not a fucking dog recruiter. You cannot have all dog recruiters. So then you're gonna have dog shit coaching.
So let me ask you a question. Why didn't he
agree.
bring that kid down from Penn State, Jajan Sider, to Miami and to be the running backs coach? And he hired this guy. What's the running backs coach name?
Eric
Hickson.
He hired
Hickson.
The reason why he hired Eric Hickson because Eric Hickson, well, just like Jawan Snyder, they both are South Florida ties. That's the reason.
Jawan Snyder is a god in South Florida.
But then you have to look at it like this here. You think that Miami was going to open up their checkbook for Snyder over Hickson?
Vic, come on, Vic.
That's another.
Come on, he was
not. Wait a minute.
His son plays at Penn State. He was not leaving Penn State. His son plays there, man.
Okay, but also for Snyder, that was going to have to be a package deal because he wanted his son to also come down and get a spot on the team as well too. Pedro, correct me if I'm wrong on that one, by the way.
Checkmate.
He's not leaving Penn State. Come on, man.
Well, we ain't going to get the top talent because this guy's a master recruiter.
Well, then we better figure
out.
But check it out. You talk about a master recruiter at running back. Their running backs come a dime a dozen.
Come on.
No. He's listen.
Nah.
If you look,
come on, man.
You look at 24.
So
he's in on every big play.
So
he's in on every big play.
When he was at West Virginia, what big time running back did he pull? Vic, answer my question. When he was at West Virginia, what big time?
He can't. So move on. Next question. Move on. He can't. There was none.
Come on. Don't stop it.
Question.
Stop it.
Next question.
Much different program
as
West Virginia than Penn State.
And look at it. I'm gonna tell you like this here. As far as with this team, and you talk about recruiters, the guys that we have on our recruiter staff, they're some hell of a dogs at recruiting, and they know what they're doing. I mean, you want to talk about at the top of the recruiting, you have the director, which is David Cooney. 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 He has South Florida on lock, and he's going to go all through the rest of the country because he knows what he's doing on offense. He's going to recruit the hell out of offense. You talk about the assistant recruiter, which is DeMarcus Van Dyke. He's going to pull in all the tops on the D linemen. I mean, defensive backs and
these guys are going to be coaches somewhere else.
Vic,
let me finish. Then you also have on their staff, which a lot of people may not know, is Dallas Crawford. He's going to end up start locking down Fort Myers for us. You have Brian Patter's brother, Edwin Patters. He's going to be the one that's in charge of locking down the D lines and the O lines. So Diaz ain't no fool when he fired that whole sorry ass staff who just want to look at stars. We know what we're doing.
Yeah. Thank you, Pedro.
So just pump your brakes, man. We just in year one and people jumping out the window. Y'all need to just relax.
Vic.
And the funny thing is, Pedro, is Cooney's are like our silent weapon. Like no one talks about him, but man, he's like our silent weapon right there.
Guess, I mean, he coached 7 on 7.
Cooney has been the power. Cooney has been the power behind the throne for the last couple of years.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's been the power behind.
But he's going to want to be a coach.
Vic, let Pedro talk, Vic.
Listen, I know Cooney very well. I was just at the school on Sunday. Okay, I was just there Sunday, and I spoke with Cooney lengthy about what's happening. Cooney not trying to go anywhere. The only way, I'm going to tell you, if you know what's going to happen, if Stubblefield leaves, Cooney's going to take the receiver position. Check it. Go. That's my word.
Good.
Just like Kevin Beard. When Kevin Beard was here, what happened? He got the damn job. Come on, man.
Hey Vic, you're not Vic. Vic. I understand you got ties in with the program, but I'm right here, and I speak with Cooney.
But Vic has breakfast with the training coach and has coffee and talks novellas and soap operas. That's all he does. That's all Vic does.
Vic is
He
in
don't know
love.
shit.
Vic is in love with the 5 stars and all this shit.
No, I'm not.
Reading 247.
Absolutely not.
And we should be in
not.
on this one, and we should be on that one.
Vic stalks Andrew Ivins. You're an Andrew Ivins stalker. You stalk Andrew Ivins like a mofo. Yes, you do, Vic.
Hey Damon, let me add another thing. Let me add another thing that was missed with some of us were talking about the stars and things of whatnot. And with somebody that I know very personally, which is Santana Moss. I grew up with this kid, and people talking about how he was a track guy that got on. He was a track scholarship. Well, the reason why Santana ended up on the track scholarship because right before that we was already on sanctions. So Santana would have easily got a football scholarship. So people forgot that what they did is they rolled Santana on a track scholarship and they rolled Ed Reed on a track scholarship just to get them on the field. So people forget that. They just want to say, oh, he was a track star. Like these guys didn't have, the football acumen to play. These guys were some ballers as we've seen, but they had to hide them on the track scholarship, and that's why. And what they did is I called it the Santana Moss rule because a lot of schools started seeing teams were hiding athletes on the track scholarship to put them on football. Now the new rule is if you get a track scholarship, as soon as you play one down, it converts over to a football.
Correct. Yeah.
So that whole thing, Santana was a 2 or 3 star. Listen, that dude was. And y'all want to label him as just a track athlete. No, the dude was a hell of a triple jumper state champion 2 times over, but he was all football, and he played in a wing T offense with Ethnic Sands, who was the quarterback, and Santana still balled out at Carroll City, going over like 700 yards. And I was there at the game because I live right here in Miami. So let's not try Santana with just label him as a track scholarship guy.
Mm-hmm. No, we didn't. In the beginning, I believe we didn't do that. I said. No,
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying how the perception.
And Homestead Vic said, "Oh, he was a track guy too." Remember that, Homestead Vic? We had that exchange.
It's a gang of people that was on the track team. I mean, Andre Johnson was on there. Daryl Jones was on the track team. Tremaine Mack was on the track team. I could go on and on with a whole bunch of guys that was on the track team that could have even just said, "I wanted to just do track." Artie Burns was another one. I could go on and on with guys who McGahee was on there, Najee Davenport. I mean, I could go with a list of these guys.
How was that track team looking, Pedro?
Devin Hester as
was that the number 1 track team in the nation? How was that track team looking?
Hell no.
The thing is, they dominated when it went to the relays, but a lot of them dudes, individual stuff, they were just like, all right, if I qualify, cool. But they was, they were more so the relay team, and they was dominating all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ran track, matter of fact, in Dade County too, and I ran against a lot of these guys.
The one guy to answer all these questions in regard. Go on, I'm sorry.
No,
I was asking him when did he run track? Where did you run track, Pedro?
I ran track at Highland, Miami Lakes, class of '95.
Class of '95 was senior year.
Yeah, that was my senior year. I ran 91 through 95. I went through 91 through 95.
Oh, you got a few years on us. All right.
Yeah, I went state. I qualified in 100 and the 200, and 4x1 broke the state record.
Oh man.
The one guy to answer all these questions in regards to track, man, is Coach Mike Ward, who coached all of those guys.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Prediction time. Who's going first? Tommy, what do you got? What's your final score here?
Oh, boy. 2017.
Wow, man. You're going to give me... I'm gonna get thrown out of the game if it's that score. Vicious Vic, what do you got? What's your prediction here?
34-17 Miami.
You got us covering. All right, Pedro, what do you got for us?
I'm putting up a 40 burger.
40-0?
41-17.
Vic, what do you got?
34-20, Miami.
34-20. This offense is terrible we're playing against. Here's my prediction, then I'll let Damian go last. I'm going to say 34-6. Canes roll.
You want to hear mine,
Go
Bo?
ahead. It's your last one.
Bo, mine's not going to be what you think it is. 24-16 Canes.
Wow.
Well, pretty much what mine is.
Vic?
Almost.
Well,
Vic,
wait.
in
What
the show, Vic.
about the impact player on the defense and the offense? You going to ask the question?
Go ahead. Go ahead since you want. Go ahead since you got it in your mind.
I see two picks coming.
What do you got, Vicious Vic? What do you got here? Who's your players?
I want to pass right now. I want to hear what everybody else says first.
Here,
You're a motherfucker, Vic.
This is what I'm gonna do.
Listen.
I'm going.
I'm all juiced up. I had 4 martinis tonight. Come on, relax.
You should be able to talk easy then. Well, then
you drinking martinis.
Martinis. Oh my God.
My God.
We might need to check your sugar tank.
Next thing he's gonna start drinking maybe champagne before the shows, but okay.
Let's take some. Could you imagine?
What a martini-ass motherfucker.
Could you imagine me right now? Because I'm on camera with a fucking martini in my fucking hand. They would think I was queer as hell. Holy cow, Vic! You just lost all your points.
Vic is a martini-ass motherfucker.
You
Oh,
got your little
shit.
olive and shit in there. And can I get a martini, please? Can I get a martini, please?
You got an olive? Vic, you got an olive in the martini?
That's right, baby.
You know what I do, Vic? You know what I do when I go to the bar? I say, yo, I need 2 shots of Patron, doubles, right here. Right here, right now.
Double to what?
Patron, 2 shots right now, doubles.
Oh,
2. And that's how
that's a fucking girl's drink.
Yeah.
Patron.
Shots
and martini.
What the fuck you drinking?
Shots of Patron.
Straight up fucking martinis.
Oh,
Package dry martinis, straight up with olives. Dirty martinis.
Hey, Vic.
Come on.
Oh, Vic.
Vic, when you meet a girl in Manhattan, do you say, "Would you like to come to my apartment, have a couple martinis"? You do that?
Do you want martinis?
No, I say to him, I say to him, I want to make them rice and beans, motherfucker.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
He says you want martinis and some crab legs?
No.
Oh.
All right,
so,
back to
let's
it.
continue.
Here's my pick. Defense. I'm going Trayvon Hill against his old team. And on offense, you know who I'm going with. Number 13. He's gonna blow up. He had a bad game. He's gonna blow up. He's got to make up those yards from that game. Who's next? Go ahead, Tommy.
You took mine.
You're going both of them. All right, Victor from Homestead.
sir.
Who do you got?
Defense. Shaq. Offense. I think Brevin's due for a big game.
Oh, Pedro, what do you got?
I tell you this. I see a big game coming, and we're gonna unleash Jeff Thomas. Defense. I don't know who, but I see 2 picks coming.
All right.
All right, Vicious Vic, it's on you and in the show, please.
Well, what about me? Hold on, let me do me.
All right, go ahead, Damien.
Okay, I got number 13, DJ Dallas on offense, and on defense, out of nowhere, Silva gets 2 sacks.
Whoa.
All right, Vic.
I'm gonna go Jonathan Garvin. He's gonna unleash the beast, and on offense, KJ Osborne.
All
right, Vic. Now in the show for us, please. I want to watch this football game.
Whoa, I gotta. Wait, Bo. We're not done yet. I gotta talk about the reports that you and me have been hearing. Me and Bo, we've been hearing that Pedro is having a secret meeting tomorrow with the Wholesome One at the Titanic to move Pedro time to the Wholesome One channel. Are those reports true, Pedro?
Is this true, Pedro?
Wait, what was this now? I missed something.
Well, we'll talk about that off the air. But hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's my time, guys. Good show. I missed the beginning because I was in a symposium with marinated ice cubes. Keep yourself safe. Put some joy. Shut up. Keep yourself safe. Put some joy into your life and to others that surround you. And never, ever forget to kiss someone you love. Peace out, baby.
Cheers, Vic. Cheers, Vic.
Cheers.